Hello YouTube, right off the bat we're going to get into this Insane in the Membrane. You want the achievements, I want the achievements. Everybody wants Insane in the Membrane, it's the best achievement ever. So first of all, be a human, okay, just be a human. We're going to be going over a lot of tips in this. First one is just to be a human. If you don't have one, level 1 to level cap. It might take a week, but honestly it's worth it. It'll save a lot of time in the long run. Save a lot of time in the long run. The second one is if you have a rogue, you're in luck. If you don't, get one to level 60. Just do it. It'll save a lot of gold if you do that. Yeah, so I think that's all I want to say. Let's just get into it. You know what the Insane in the Membrane achievement is. You want it. We all want it. Right, so before we actually properly start, if you've got the gold, you want to buy a rogue, kind of hire one out from trade chats, and you'll want to basically come here to the Blackrock Depths, the Burning Steps, and you'll tell them, hey mate, if I give you 75 gold for one of these lockboxes, how many can you get me? And you'll want 1,000 overall. Don't worry. It's not as quite as much as it sounds, but you will want around 1,000 in all. Maybe you go for maybe 70 gold, 80 gold, depending on your server. Just tell them to lockpick these guys, and codger the shit, because yeah, you want them lockboxes. Next up, we've got the Gargadzan rep, the Steamwheedle Cartel Rep. Go to the Caverns of Time. If you don't know what the Caverns of Time is, there is a portal underneath New Dalaran. You know where that little portal hub where it is. You sent all your, the things underneath Dalaran. You go there. Yeah, there's a fucking portal to Caverns of Time. Go there. Go behind the Caverns of Time where I've just gone and kill these pirates. You'll need to kill. You need to kill them for about 6 hours, and you'll also want the battle habit of cooperation, battle standard of cooperation. Yeah, you know, one of those things you pop down, you get rep when you kill stuff. I'll link it in the description and on screen. You get it from your guild. One of the guild vendors should have it if your guild has the necessary achievement for it. Pop that down when you're killing stuff. Also, another tip, either get some friends or make an LFM group, a custom group, for Insane in the Membrane. People will help you out, but you want to be killing mobs. It took me about 6 hours solo. Getting other people does help though. There's also some mobs just northeast of them. Just kill these guys as well. You want to get to exalted with all of these people with the Steamwheedle Cartel. You want to get to exalted, and then you can go on to the next bit. And of course, next is Ravenhold. Next is the Bloodsail Buccaneers. You want to go to Booty Bay in Southern Stranglethorn Vale. You want to go to your rep, your reputations, and then you want to click on any of the Steamwheedle Cartel. Click on Booty Bay, click at War, and you can start going ham on these guys. They do hit hard, so make sure you're like a tank, or you've got a group, something like that. They will hit hard. You'll be here for a few hours. It's really easy. Also, note that when you're killing these guys, your rep with obviously the Steamwheedle Cartel will go down from exalted, but that's fine. If you've been at exalted with all of the Steamwheedle Cartel at one point, then you can you don't need to be exalted with them again. You only need to have been exalted with them at one point, if that makes sense. Also, get the Bloodsail Buccaneers up to honoured, and then you can move on. You only need to get them to honoured, and then you can move on to the next thing. And the next thing is Ravenhold. Now, go to Arathi Highlands. Yeah, Arathi Highlands. You want to go to the southwest. You're going to go to the southwest Arathi Highlands to Stormguard Keep, just north of the wetlands. Now, there's two parts to this place. There's the left part as you come into the gate, and there's a right part as you come into the gate. You want to be killing them up, right? Here's the gate, right? If you come in here, this is what you'll see. Let's say we're just entering from the ground place, so you want to go left or forward here. If you go right, which is just behind me now, if you go that way, you run into a bunch of mobs that you can't kill, and they don't give Ravenhold rep. But these are the mobs you want to do kill, and there's also a castle. Everything left here, and in that castle are the mobs that you want to be killing. You'll get Ravenhold rep up to 11,999 honoured, and you need one extra rep to get over into revered. And remember, you need exalted with these guys. So how would you get to exalted? Well, I'll tell you. Remember when we were talking about them lockboxes? Yeah, now it's the fun part. Come to the Burn Steps. Come to the I forgot what this place is called, but come in here, and then you want to go into Blackrock Depth. I'm sure we know where Blackrock Depth is, but in case you don't and you didn't watch the start of the video, here's a refresher. Basically, it's just up here. Also, get this talent on your rogue. Get this talent. You will need to be a rogue for this part of the achievements as well. Here's a macro that I'll link in the description, and it will make pickpocketing 10 times as easy. This is also the part of the achievement which most people start to flake out on, as it does get a little bit harder. In fact, hard isn't the right word. I would say laborious is what it is. But with this macro, it makes everything a lot smoother. If you notice, I only have to look at them, and I press my macro, and I don't need to, you know, I don't need to click on them. I don't need to do any of that shit. Just look at them, and it makes farming so much easier. Of course, if you do have someone else farming them for you, you can just let them do the work, or you can do both at the same time. Now, this is the part where most people flake out on the achievements, and you just stop and you give up. Don't do that. The reason people give up is because they think of this in terms of, oh, I need to pickpocket 20,000 mobs, or I need 1,000 lockboxes, or I'm never going to do it. When, as a matter of fact, you only need to do... So, you know how when you can only enter 10 instances in an hour? Right? So, you get the lockout. You only need to do 10 lockouts, and you get... Sorry, you only need to do 24 of those lockouts, and you've got exalted, and you are at exalted. So, you know, and a set of lockouts, one lockout takes about 20 minutes. So if you spend 20 minutes a day doing this, in 24 days, you know, at the most 24 days, probably more like 20, 22 days, you will have exalted with Ravenhold. It's just that easy. 20 minutes a day, and in under a month, you'll be exalted. 20 minutes a day. You know, if you did 40 minutes a day or an hour a day, you know, you've got it in, you know, 2 weeks, a week or two. So just keep on going. Just keep on going. Now, of course, when you hit the instance maximum lockout, you get maybe an average of 55 lockboxes in those 20 minutes, which is pretty decent. And of course, you won't be able to go any further. This will happen. Now, a trick, right? If you are fortunate enough to own a guild, or you have a guild bank, it might even be worth setting one up just for your human and your rogue, is you can set down a guild bank, and you can put them in the guild bank, and then when you go into the human, you can pick them back up, because of course you want to be turning in the lockboxes. Of course, to turn in the lockboxes, go into your human character and come to Hillsbrad Foothills. Now, humans, of course, get an extra 10% to rep bonus, so overall this will take 10%. This will be 10% quicker if you do all the rep stuff on your human. So come over to Hillsbrad Foothills and come to this location. It's kind of hidden away. I'm just fiddling with the details there. Yeah. Can I open the map? Open the map up, Jack. Open that map up to show us where we are. Okay. Ah, there we go. Yep. If we just pause that there. Yeah, well, you can see where I am. I'm just in that little centerfold piece, kind of hidden away. Talk to this guy inside that little house and hand in all the lockboxes. Remember, if you did the guild bank thing, you put them in the guild bank from your rogue, and then you can take them out again here, you know, on the personal guild bank professions thing, which is just here. This thing, yeah, you can put them in and then take them out. I think I have a few more. Yeah, like this. It can take a while.
What can I do for you?
So yeah, it might be worth making a guild, inviting your human and your rogue just to do this part of the achievement. And now what you'll find is that every time you do an instant lockout, is that you get about 900 to 1000 rep. So just keep in mind, every time you do this, you're getting 1000 reputation, which is, you know, that's a fair bit. Which is why I say it'll only take you 24 days at most. So if you do not have a mailbox, a guild bank, or any bank that you can use, just head to the Hinterlands, which is just northeast, and there'll be a mailbox just here, literally just here. and you can just use this to send them from your rogue to your human, and there you go. Now, I didn't record any footage for the Darkmoon Fair, but the Darkmoon Fair is pretty straightforward. Just go to the Darkmoon Fair. It is in just outside Goldshire for the humans, and just outside Thunderbluff for the Horde. Just go in there, buy out any books, any Darkmoon Fair books, the grimoires. They'll be in the description below, all the different ones that you can get, and start the quest for them. This might be a bit expensive, but it'll take maybe, but it means you can do it in 2 Darkmoon Fairs if you do this both times. So you buy the grimoires, or 10 to 16, I can't remember quite how many there were. Buy them and you hand them in, you get about 5k rep. And then the next time the Darkmoon Fair comes to town, you can hand them in again. So you can do them twice, but you can only do them once every Darkmoon Fair. So do that, and you'll be good to go. And of course, obviously do the Darkmoon Fair stuff. It'll take 1 week, 1 full week, and then another full week, and you'll have the achievements. So happy hunt, good luck. Also, throughout the entirety of this, don't forget that in the Steamwheedle, in the Darkmoon Fair, immediately as you enter the thing, over on the right hand side there's like a carousel that you can go in. Not immediately to the right, it's a bit more forward, but there is a carousel, and you sit on it for about 10 seconds, and you'll get a 60-minute buff, which increases your rep gained by another 10%. So if you usually gain 250%, right, 250 rep for a quest, let's say, on a human, with the extra 10%, that would be 275 rep per quest, and with the Darkmoon Fair buff on a human, that'll be another 25 for a total of 300 rep per quest. So do this on a human, and do everything with the Darkmoon Fair achievements if you can help it, especially the Ravenhold pickpockets thing, because that's the most laborious, especially. If you're just eager to do it, you can kill mobs without the Darkmoon Fair buff. Don't worry, don't sweat it too much. When it comes to the Ravenhold rep, definitely do that with the Darkmoon Fair buff. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you have any suggestions or tips, also leave them in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you, even if you're just going to call me a fucking faggot. That's fine. Just remember that commenting helps me out. The YouTube algorithm thing. So yeah, call me a faggot if you want. It helps me out. If you like the video, like it. If you subscribe, you can subscribe. Just do it. I'll also be doing a video on how to level up very efficiently in World of Warcraft with a human, preferably. But I'll also have more videos up in the future. Do all that good stuff. See you later.